Greetings, friend.
Oh, thank you. I love it.
An opera company smack dab in the middle of the Imperial capital, huh? I can't even begin to imagine what that must be like. I mean, I've been all over the place for my mercenary work, but it's mostly just been for small-time rural lords and the like. Honestly, I'd never even met anyone from the big cities like Enbar or Ferdiad before coming to Garegg Mach. Even after I ended up in the capital, all the glitz and glamour made me feel almost like I was living someone else's life instead of my own.
You know, shows in the capital are about 1,000 times flashier than the little town festival shows you might be used to. Every important moment of the drama is conveyed through elaborate song, and at the center of the musical ensemble stands its star, the diva.
I think I get the idea. These divas sound pretty incredible. They probably get stage names and everything if they're that important, huh?
Oh, but of course, I was known as the mystical songstress.
Hey, that's pretty good. There always has been this kinda indescribable aura surrounding you.
Thanks, but I have mixed feelings about the name myself. They called me that because of how suddenly a street orphan like me was discovered and debuted.
Yeah, I see how there could be some complicated feelings wrapped up in that. But if you were able to rise from that to diva, you must have the chops to back it up. Not that I can even picture what that would sound like. Hey, do you think you could sing something for me?
Since you asked so nicely, but I'm only doing it this once, okay? How the crimson rain of pain it came, falling hard upon a land aflame, when the sacred blade it split the sky until the heavens heard our cry. In the hour of vengeance, will you heed the call? On the red fields of revenge, will you help avenge? We must fight strong and stand tall. Well, what did you think?
It was, yeah.
What, you didn't like it? Not quite the booming applause I'm used to.
No, it was incredible, honest. It's just, I'm not really sure I got it, you know? I mean, the only songs I know are the ones sung by mercs in taverns or village girls as they tend the fields. You're kinda in a different league, Dorothea. Sorry I can't really give you much more than that.
Oh, don't worry about it. This sort of thing happens more often than you'd think.
Well, as long as you're not mad. If you don't mind, though, maybe you could try again for me sometime? I'd really like to hear you sing some more. And hey, I might even get better at telling you what I thought.
Sure. I suppose I can give you one more chance.
Who has arrived? Ah, fiery as ever. What an inspiring sight.
Oh, hey, Ferdinand. You think so? The way I see it, a mercenary who doesn't train every day probably won't stay a merc for long.
I cannot dispute your logic. Though, I must say, you never did strike me as a typical mercenary. And your upward trajectory has proven me right. To go from nothing to a commander rivaling even the finest of nobles as quickly as you have is astounding. You are the most intriguing man.
Well, that's because I've made a habit of giving my all. I'm honestly just happy to have earned Edelgard's respect.
Your all, you say?
Something wrong?
To the contrary, I find your attitude inspirational. We are birds of a feather, you and I. Every task I undertake must also be done to utmost perfection. Polishing my armor? It shall have a mirror sheen. Cooking a meal? Let not even a single ingredient go to waste. True nobility means surmounting any challenge before you with no less than every fiber of your being.
That's taking it a little far, don't you think? Maybe you're not wasting food, but what about your time and energy? And I'm not any sort of noble, you know.
I am aghast. Are you suggesting that devoting myself fully to every endeavor is wasteful?
I mean, yeah. If you put your all into every little thing, you'll run out of stamina right when you need it most. You're like the knight in that proverb, the one who spends all day building a fence around his Pegasus, only for it to fly away.
Valuable advice for a Pegasus, perhaps, but I am no beast. I am Ferdinand von Ayer.
I know that you're different, I do. But everyone needs to take it easy sometimes. If you always keep your bowstring taut, it's just gonna snap when you actually need to fire.
I assure you I am no bowstring either. But I take your point. However, there is no cause for concern. As I have told you on multiple occasions, I am Ferdinand von Ayer. Whether I am resting, enjoying leisurely pursuits, or simply in contemplation, I always apply all my energy to the task at hand. At work or at rest, I will forever give it my all. Ha ha ha!
Seriously? What's full-on resting even look like?
Wow! Thank you so much!
Yeah, and watch your back out there, okay?
Hear you loud and clear, boss. Sure glad I got you in my corner.
Now then, just gotta... Oh. What are you hiding back there for, Bernadetta?
Who was that guy you were just talking to?
Oh, who? That? Just a merc buddy of mine, asking if I had any jobs for him.
Oh, he was a mercenary? But he looked like a bandit!
Hey, come on now. You shouldn't assume the guy's a common criminal just because he looks rough around the edges.
But, what about the way he talked? Oh, so scary.
You'd sound like that too if you'd been a merc your whole life. Most of these guys didn't have a mom teaching them how to sound nice and proper like I did.
I see. I guess I don't really know you that well, but... Are all your friends like that? Is that too nosy? That's really nosy, huh?
Well, I mean, not all of them. But now that I think about it, it's kinda impossible to avoid in that line of work. Guess that means you won't be signing up for merc jobs anytime soon, huh?
Obviously not! No way, not happening! Even if I wasn't as shy as I am, I'd never be able to handle all those scary people at once!
That sounds like your anxiety talking. You'd see there's nothing to be afraid of if you just gave them a fair shot. And hey, isn't basing your opinion of strangers on their appearance just gonna make you feel worse?
Well, what else am I supposed to base my opinion on?
Just spend some time with them. If you ask me, the best place to judge someone's character is either on the battlefield or over the dinner table.
I already told you I can't! Not me! Nope! Please, I need you to understand!
I get it, Bernadetta. I do. But let me ask you this. Is his appearance the only thing that's making you distrust him? There are plenty of guys out there who look just like that but have a heart of solid gold. Nicest folks you'll ever meet. By the same token, there's some real horrible people who cover it up with niceties and honeyed words. The kind of people who prey on others. My point is, judging a book by its cover will only get you in trouble. Trust me, you can't always tell who's good and who's bad from looks alone.
Why are you trying to scare me? Nobody's tricking the iron-hearted Bernie! Not today, not ever! Well, probably. Maybe. I'll be fine, I swear.
Well. Right.
Well, there's a face I'm not used to seeing on the training grounds. Something wrong, Hubert?
I have merely come to examine the equipment. I hear whispers that it is in quite the state. Further, my being here should come as no surprise. Her Majesty and I train in these grounds often.
No kidding. I don't think I've ever seen you two around here.
Naturally. We tend to pick times that allow us to avoid a crowd. In any case, if you do desire a session with either myself or Her Majesty, you only need ask. A mercenary with no backing such as yourself has much to gain by earning Lady Edelgard's favor. Of course, we would not be without benefit. Your rise in standing would paint an ideal picture for our people.
How do you mean?
Many commoners crave progress, a path upward in life. And your example would prove that path exists. The common folk would never expect to see their emperor train alongside someone of your dubious origins. At least not outside the pages of a fairy tale.
Dubious origins, huh? Yeah, I guess you're not wrong. Even so, it feels good to think about using that to help lift people up.
On the other hand, your presence would also cause great turmoil amongst the elites of our society. They may even despise you. A symbol of the ungrateful commoner, granted privilege well beyond their station.
But hey, Dorothea's a commoner too. Why don't they hate her?
Dorothea is a famed former songstress, well esteemed in the upper echelons of society. Your situation is vastly different.
Right. Well, no point worrying about it if it's gonna happen no matter what.
Precisely. Things may yet change in the years ahead. But for now, all we can do is live with it.
So, coddling the elites means the commoners end up oppressed, while hoisting commoners up only agitates the elites. Glad I'm not the one who has to rule the Empire. This whole thing sounds like a total mess.
A mess, indeed.
How are you feeling? That is all. Ah.
You have my thanks.
Hey there, Petra. Off the train? I'll join you.
That would give me much joy. An opponent with toughness will keep me upon my toes.
You mean me? Nah, you're way tougher than I am. Also, aren't you a queen now? I didn't realize dawn to dusk training was part of the Brigid Royal Regiment.
I have not become queen yet, but there is an understanding that it will happen. And yes, in Brigid, royalty must have knowledge of fighting. I mean, we must know how to fight. To be leading our people, a ruler must have more strength than any other. My people are expecting this of me.
So, it's the toughest person calling the shots, huh? I love it. What could possibly go wrong?
This is how it is meant to be working. But such things do not always go with smoothness. Mercenaries are always seeking strength too, correct?
That's true. A merc lives and dies by the sword. If you're not better than the next opponent you face, they'll be the last one you face.
Yes, dying is without productivity. But it gives me surprise that you do not avoid jobs of danger. A queen must be facing any wolf who comes to her door. but you can have pickiness when selecting fights.
Depends on how much food you can put on the table that week. Most of us mercs barely scrape by hand to mouth. End of the day, it's just business. Some mercs will take the coin and blow town, and some employers are more than happy to hang us all out to dry. I guess you don't have a lot of sellswords in Bridget, huh?
Correct. We do not require the selling of swords. In Bridget, everyone is a hunter. Everyone is a fisher. Everyone is a warrior. There is no need to be hiring, or to be hired.
That sounds incredible. In a place like that, nobody'd have to risk their life just to get a bite to eat.
Your words give me great happiness. I will always be full of pride for Bridget.
Not happening. Not happening. Not happening. I'll gladly take this.
You're looking good. Well? For me? Oh, this is great!
Which battlefield are you headed to?
Feels like an eternity since I've seen the walls of Garegg Mach.
Who knew we'd leave as students and return at the head of the Imperial Army?
Lady Rhea must be so angry at us. Oh, why did I agree to come along?
We'll be lucky if angry is as far as her feelings go on the subject. I imagine she's apoplectic.
I don't know that word, but it has way too many syllables not to be scary.
The Knights of Saros will likely fight tooth and nail to stop us.
Well, we've got teeth and we've got nails, so I don't care who we're facing. I'll brush them all aside.
Worry not. While they may have a monastery to hole up in, we possess the superior numbers. Garegg Mach is well fortified, but not impregnable.
We can't assume victory based on numbers alone. Anything could happen. So, let's just be careful.
Good. And remember, our goal is to seize the monastery, not raze it to the ground.
The soldiers are ready, Your Majesty. We can begin the attack at once.
The scouting is also finished. We know with certainty where the enemy will be taking its positioning. We are owing this to Monica and her perfect memory. She has incredible knowledge of this place.
As usual, Monica, your talents are invaluable.
I really didn't do much, Your Majesty. That is, it was truly an honor to assist you. Not to say I've finished helping you, of course. In fact, I am always at the ready.
Don't ever change, Monica. And finally, who do we have here?
This is my little sister Fleisch. I was given approval to make her my attendant.
Fleisch von Bergley's at your service, Your Majesty. My brother and I are, in your hands.
Ah, so you're Caspar's famous aunt who's actually younger than he is.
Yes, Your Majesty. The very same.
Fleisch is too green for battle, but she'll be providing support from behind the front lines.
You can rely on me.
I realize saying this might make the situation worse, but there's no need to be so nervous. If you act to the best of your abilities, all will be well. Now then, everyone. The time has come. The time to take Garegg Mach and reclaim Fodlan.
Jumping straight into the maw of our enemies, eh? Ooh, how exciting! Is this where I should talk about my heart racing?
Huh? Since when do we talk about your feelings? That's new.
Do not throw away your lives, friends. Be not reckless as you attend to our defense.
A defensive position within the monastery walls? This is merely a stalling tactic. We must dispatch them at once.
Then the brute force approach it is. Garegg Mach must fall. We'll start on the lower level and work our way up, taking control of the walls. Split into groups and take those strongholds.
The enemy is desperate, and will most likely dispatch troops to recapture any strongholds we seize. Be on your guards for this tactic.
I can still fight!
With me, Hubert.
Proceed carefully.
Why'd they drag me into this? Not fair.
If you don't want to fight, then surrender. I swear no harm will come to you.
That's very nice. I'm getting better, but at what cost? To do, but they gave me a home here. So I should probably put up at least some kind of fight.
To kill is to grow stronger.
Take a breather.
To think I would be serving the church and fighting my own homeland? Is this the goddess testing me?
Back down!
Constance, why are you, of all people, cooperating with the church?
All I can say is I was unlucky enough to be nearby when the church had need of fighters. I beg your forgiveness, Your Majesty.
Okay, I'm losing. That's really bad.
I sense a darkness in your power. If you harbor ill will towards them, then help us battle them.
I know which them you're talking about. Well, it's not like I want revenge or anything, but sure. Sign me up.
Let us
So ends my brief and meaningless existence.
Is this what you want? To die here in shame? This doesn't have to be your end, Constance. Join us. Fight with the Empire.
As you wish, Your Majesty. I do not deserve to throw my feeble existence away in such a manner.
The right flank has broken the enemy line.
The left is through as well, Your Majesty.
Excellent job, both of you. But there is still much work to be done.
I will not sit idly by and allow Garegg Mach to be placed in further danger.
Not a problem. I've got this.
Enemy is unleashing powerful magic. We can't hold out for long.
Here I go. No mistakes. They must...
The enemy is after the strongholds we captured. They'll be retaken if we don't defend them quickly.
Some parts of the monastery walls appear weak. An armored unit could likely smash through and provide another way in.
This stronghold will fall!
I got this!
Bringing it down.
intercept those reinforcements.
Leave this one to me. That's my cue.
So, this way? I'm on. So, what should I be doing again? Sure, let's try it.
It's Bernie's time to shine!
My turn?
Those are the Knights of Saros. They were never gonna stop them that easily.
Time to show how strong you've become.
Here I go. No, they must learn who they're up against.
Begin. I am advancing.
There's not a question of... Leave this to me.
Not a problem.
Fresh soldiers incoming. Don't worry, we'll handle them.
Ambush from above. They are having the advantage, but we can turn it around.
Here it comes! Take this! You're done!
Yeah.
Not a problem. I've got this.
I'll take over.
With me, Hubert.
For the Empire!
All who oppose us will fall! Get out of my way! Here I go.
This stronghold will fall!
Thanks for the rescue. We owe you.
It is not a problem. We have preparedness for these things.
I have to defend the monastery, whatever it takes.
There's not a question of can. Only a matter of will. My will is there.
Not a problem. I'm here.
The enemy shows no sign of stopping. And if we don't keep an eye on our strongholds, we'll be sure to lose them. Leave this one to me. Looks like...
Take a break.
I think we've handled the situation.
I actually hold my own.
Noble does not know the meaning of the word surrender.
I have to do better. Not a problem. I've got this.
There is not a question of can. Only a matter of leave this to me.
Leave this one to me. Let's get moving.
So, what should I be doing again? Sure, let's try it.
It's Birdie's time to shine!
Watch this!
Does that mean he's given up?
This stronghold will fall!
Here I go. No mistakes. Everyone, to me! Advance!
Begin. The sky...
My turn?
Keep going. We're making progress.
Break a leg.
Not a problem. Move out!
The enemy's stronghold will be ours.
Enemy has retaken a stronghold. We must keep
Here I go. No mistake. They must learn.
a closer eye on my turns.
So, what should I be doing again? Sure.
I'm bringing it down. Watch this.
Very well.
Take a breather.
I'll take this place down before you have time to strap your armor on.
Out of the way!
Wide open.
I owe you one. Not a problem. I've got this. Let's link up.
I will guard...
Not a problem. I've got this.
There is not a question of can. Only a matter of will. Leave this to me.
You're back. Watch this.
what should I be doing again? This way?
There, we've created a new path. Now we can reach the strongholds with greater ease.
I care not for your reasoning. There can be no excuse for war.
You cannot just leave an... Here I go. They must learn who they're up against.
There is not a question of can. My will is theirs.
It's Birdie's time to shine. You need some backup?
So, I'll back you up. Hang on!
Ally behind. I'm bringing it down.
Take a breather.
I must do everything in my power to stop this.
Maybe it's better this way.
Here I go. No mistakes. They must...
Wait while you still can, Flame! I beg you!
Very well. Stay safe, my brother. Phew! I thought that scary magic would never let up. We'll soon control the walls.
We are losing ground. Dig in, all of you! We must hold out, no matter what!
Take over. I'm bringing it down. All right, we have the ground surrounded. Now we just need to fight our way up to the monastery proper.
We can retreat no further!
Here I go. No mistakes. Everyone, to me! Advance!
You Empire soldiers will rue the day you took up arms against Garegg Mach!
I will do this!
So, what should I be doing again? Sure, let's try it.
It's Birdie's time to shine! Sure hope this goes okay.
Not a problem. Move out.
So, what should I be doing again? Sure, let's try it.
It's Birdie's. You need some backup?
Watch this!
will not ask you your reasons. Not anymore. But I will see your evil punished!
There's not a... My will is theirs.
It's Bernie's time to shine. You need some...
Let us go. I'm all right.
Here I go. No mistakes. They must learn who they...
I am your man.
Not a problem.
Leave this one to me. Let's get moving.
I'll take over.
My turn?
No one is matching us.
We'll do it together!
I've got you now!
I owe you one.
Here I go. No mistakes. They must learn who they're up against. Here I go. Everyone to...
Out of the way! There's not a question of can. Won't leave this...
I'll take over.
My turn. Follow my lead. I will take all the strength I can. There's not a question of can. Leave this to me.
It's Bernie's time to shine. Sure hope this goes okay.
Begin. Here I go. No mistakes. Everyone. Watch this. Much appreciated. You've already lost. I will end you.
I never imagined
I could struggle
Take
so.
a breather. I'm unstoppable. I'll protect you.
Leave it to me.
I'll protect you.
Clear the way!
You got it, Edelgard. I've got you now.
Forgive me, Rhea. I can fight no longer. The rest is up to you.
Worry not, Seth. Nor you, Flame. You both did well to hold them back this long. Now come forth, all of you. Protect Garegg Mach from those despicable rebels.
So Lady Rhea has decided to show herself at last. Stout hearts, everyone. Victory can only be ours if we strike her down.
I'll fight for Lady Rhea until the end.
Ready the heavy weaponry. We can no longer afford the luxury of worrying about collateral damage to the town.
We'll be in serious trouble if they target Her Majesty. We have to take control of those weapons right now.
I have to protect her.
I owe you one.
I'm sorry, Lady Rhea. I can't fight anymore.
Right then, let us go to work. You appear to need assistance.
There's not a question of can, only a matter of will.
Begin. The Sky Spirit watches over me. Here I go. No, they must learn who they're up against.
Right then, let us go to... I go forth.
There's not a question of can, only a matter of will. Leave this to me.
Your efforts will not be in vain, Cyril. I will send these sinners to meet the goddess.
Watch this! The enemy stronghold will be ours. Stand aside!
I got this!
I'm bringing it down!
Seems like fighting's all I do these days.
There's not a question. Forward, march!
It's Birdie's time to shine! All right.
My turn? I'll protect you!
Very well.
I am your man! Many thanks.
You get for trying to target Her Majesty like a pack of cowards!
I'll use this strength to perform mighty deeds.
So you have sullied yourself by joining the rebels. In that case, I hope you came prepared to breathe your last. What do you stand to gain for involving yourself in this?
It's not a mystery. I'm a merc, and she's got the coin to pay me.
Explain yourself. Why do you betray the teachings of the goddess and seek to shatter Moldland's fragile peace?
Seeing as I have no idea what you speak of, this is going to be a short discussion. Now either stand aside or face me.
I'll protect you!
Clear the way!
You got it, Edelgard! I've got you now!
Permit you to desecrate Garegg Mach for 1 minute further. This land is precious to me, and I will not permit you to have it. I yield you the monastery for now, Edelgard. But know this, there will be no forgiveness for your blasphemous actions this day.
No, I don't expect there will be. Take heart, everyone! Garegg Mach has fallen, and victory is ours!
Lady Rhea, are you hurt?
Ah, Catherine, you came.
Not soon enough. Garegg Mach is done for.
It is all right. For now, we must retreat. This path is unknown to the Empire. It will take us out to Aelel, the Valley of Torment. From there, we make for Fargus to seek aid.
The Empire attacked from the east, which means at least some of the Alliance's lords must have aligned with them. But those of the Kingdom are devout. We can trust them. I have already sent a messenger ahead requesting reinforcements, and, should the need arise, asylum.
In that case, I'll talk to my parents and ask for their assistance as well. Regardless, we should hurry. We can't let the Empire get ahead of us and send troops onto Kingdom soil. Now, follow me, if you would.
Thank you, Catherine. Let Edelgard have Garegg Mach for now. Let her enjoy this fleeting moment of glee. Because when we return here, Edelgard von Hresvelg will suffer a death beyond her greatest imagining.
I must outwit even death.
I'm getting better, but at what cost?
I'll use this strength to perform mighty deeds.
My potential is so much greater.
Seems like fighting's all I do these days.
No matter what, I will not misplace my heart.
I won't let myself stop here. Yeah, not bad.
What a fascinating power.
I must make the most of this ability.
Garegg Mach, you remain ever as resplendent as the day I left you.
The place cannot be so dear to your heart that it requires inferior poetry for an introduction.
Inferior? I will have you know that line comes from one of my favorite operas. However, I concede I may have gotten carried away, what with my head still swimming from battle.
Hey, I know exactly what you mean. Something about Garegg Mach is just special. And our victory here is going to have a huge impact on the war, right?
Yes, this should be enough to lure some of the more indecisive nobles into our camp. I only wish I could vanquish the guilt I feel for turning on the church like this. Still, it was my decision to fight by 80's side, and I stand by it to the end.
I see. In that case, proceed as planned. Deploy the pursuit units immediately.
At once, Your Majesty.
So, Rhea and the others escaped with the help of a great white beast, did they?
Almost as if the Immaculate One that saved St. Seros has returned from the mists of legend. Although, it's a bit unnerving the way it sprung out of nowhere.
I knew we shouldn't have messed with Lady Rhea. She can be so scary. I'm just going to go back to my room and stay there until forever, okay? Okay.
Do as you like, Bernadetta. But realize your father will be arriving in Garegg Mach soon. This is the seat of the Church of Seros, and as bishop, his place is here.
Really? In that case, I think I'll just forget about the monastery and go with you.
Good. Just be aware we may be marching for the kingdom next.
The kingdom? I possess no love for the cold, but I will try to grin as I am bearing it. Point at the path to your foes, and I will be hunting them to their final breath.
Don't get ahead of yourself, Petra. Whether we capture or kill will depend on the foe. Now then, enough wasting time. We need to find Rhea, and we need her alive.
Two years ago, I never would have imagined we'd be fighting a war like this.
You say fighting, but I think you mean instigating. Let's be fully clear about our role in all of this. Still, this is a positive turn of events for you, yes?
How do you mean?
When a war breaks out, every mercenary in the land starts crawling out of the woodwork. And those associates you happen to be working with should be tough enough to take on you-know-who.
Geralt's mercenaries. Yeah, good point.
And then you can give them their just desserts or die trying.
Could have done without that last part, thanks.
Relax, relax. You know I'm on your side. Our destinies are forever intertwined.
Listen up, boy. You're not going to believe this.
Judith, do you think you could ease up on the whole boy thing? I'm your fearless leader now, remember? But sure, tell me what happened.
You might want to take a seat for this. Garegg Mach Monastery has fallen. Not even the great knights of Seiros could stop the invaders' overwhelming numbers.
Wait, what? That's not possible. They should still be days away from the monastery. How did they manage to deliver an army of that size to the gates of Garegg Mach so quickly? Unless... this can't be happening. Did Count Gloucester turn? And Acheron too?
I'm afraid both houses fly Imperial colors now. House Phlegethon yielded the north side of the Great Bridge of Myrden, and Gloucester waved them right on through.
Those filthy liars! When I warned them the Empire was raising an army, they couldn't stop puffing their chests and crowing about how they'd hold the border. But it looks like the Empire had already gotten to them. This is all my fault for not keeping my ear to the ground.
I'm afraid that wouldn't have helped, fearless leader. All the dirty dealings were handled via letter.
But now I've lost the initiative, and against Edelgard no less. She can come at the Alliance with gloves off now. This is a real problem. What is it?
Sir, we have an unexpected guest. It's, Lord Holst of House Goneril.
Holst? What's the strongest man in Leicester doing at my door? Besides thinking about battering it down, I mean.
You can ask him yourself, sir. He is present.
Apologies for dropping by without warning, my lord. I just happened to be near Deirdre when word reached me about Garegg Mach.
I didn't realize you were in our neck of the woods, Holst, but please, come make yourself at home. As fate would have it, I was just pulling my hair out over the exact same problem. Can you believe that Count Gloucester? He turned on us like it was nothing. If I don't handle this situation with the Empire delicately, it will fracture the Alliance. If you have any sage advice, now would be a great time for it. Or muscle. I'll take muscle if that's what I can get.
I came here to help however I can. We must work together to keep Leicester safe, and more importantly, free.
Garegg Mach has fallen to the Empire, Your Majesty.
I did not expect it would last long. Is Lady Rhea safe?
Yes. She escaped, and is on her way here with a small force.
I see.
This won't be like granting asylum to your standard refugee. If we take the Archbishop in, it will be tantamount to declaring war on the very Empire. Is that a risk you're willing to accept, Your Majesty?
It is. We have already thoroughly discussed the matter with the Kingdom's lords. Even if I refrain from deciding publicly one way or the other, the Empire will still insist that we hand Lady Rhea over. The Kingdom's people and government are too frail to stand without the Holy Church's support. I agree with her ultimate goal, but such a situation calls for gradual reform over time. The Emperor's desire to tear it up rapidly will not do.
Then it is a good thing we've prepared for such contingencies. I will start by sending a party to ALL to welcome our new guests.
Thank you. I would go myself if I could, but I'm needed here to prepare for the war. For now, send messengers to Counts Galatea and Karen, imploring them to muster troops for our defense. Oh, and send for House Fraldarius as well. Let's make sure our new Duke earns his title.
Grave news, Your Majesty.
What is it now?
Count Rowe has declared fealty to the Empire and is marshalling his troops as we speak. Also, one of his bannermen, Lord Lenato, is moving to hunt down and slay the Archbishop.
We have long held our suspicions about House Rowe, but I never expected their actions to plunge us into war.
And after all the discussions we've had to prevent exactly this, he must believe his reason is just.
Very well then. Our plans have changed. I will go and meet with Lady Rhea personally, and House Fraldarius will serve as my guard. Inform Galatea and Karen. They are to gather their troops in Erebus and Geraint lands.
Lord Lenato was once a faithful servant to the crown. Will you now see him executed?
I have no mercy for traitors, no matter their pasts. On the contrary, I have an obligation to protect the kingdom from his kind. We've struggled long to attain this peace. I will not permit the Empire to crush it beneath their foot now.